You're live.
Bada bing, bada boom. I stole it.
Well, folks, it finally happened. All the jokes Squid and I have made has finally come to pass.
For the price of $90.
Is it really $90?
So I say this as a partner for, or like not a partner, but a creator for this. The monetization in this game is sort of bad. If you were to just buy the red rings straight out, you can get the red rings from completing in-game challenges and stuff. But if you were to buy the red rings straight out to get Destroya and Mecha Godzilla, it is $45 each.
Which is why I am not buying them, so you're not going to see them on my end.
I will. So, but I just did Christmas shopping today, so that's not happening today.
But the good news for you, chat, is I grinded this game all day today just so I can showcase Godzilla.
Why are you
because
offline,
Godzilla is
Darth?
given to you for free, but you have to grind to get them.
Why are you offline, Darth? Why am I only seeing Salty online?
What?
I'm sending invite.
Ah.
Okay, never mind. It's fine. Oh, we both have Mothra. I'll switch to Rodan. That makes more canonical sense.
But holy crap, Sonic and Godzilla, two of my biggest autism it loves, together at last.
I like that Ghidorah is a little cross-eyed. I'm a big fan of that. So there, in this collab, it's Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan are buddies, and in the shop there is Kiryu, who is just listed as Mecha Godzilla in the trademark for some reason, which is very odd, and Destroya.
It's like that in Giga Bash 2, I think. Mecha Godzilla.
Odd. This has been good with converting some Sonic fans to also being Godzilla fans, as I've been giving out my recommendations of where to start.
I have a feeling this is also another attempt by Sega to get Sonic popular in Japan. Even though Godzilla's not popular among the Japanese fan base either, so...
Well, no, I mean, he still makes a lot of money. He still is like, yeah, there's a lot of money.
Like, I've heard Godzilla's popularity in Japan is comparable to Ronald McDonald in the US.
Well,
like, everybody
that's
knows
still, like,
him, but nobody knows the cast.
Well, it's like, I feel like that means it's kind of ubiquitous, where it's kind of like it's going to be passively making income forever with that. It's like, because Godzilla gets viewed, I think, with more prestige often, Toho is more careful about when he gets used, versus like Subaraya, who's currently as the parent company of Bandai, where it's like, put another show out. We need toys. Which, like, real, but but I say this with all the love in my heart for Ultraman. They should put Ultraman in this game next.
Yes.
They should add that Eggman form from the comics where it was based off Ultraman.
God, you need to...
And get ready for that, chat. Now, Squid and I have an excuse to talk about Sonic lore.
Yeah, you need to ready up so we can play game.
Oh.
Yeah. we must play game.
Alright. Oh.
There we go. I haven't seen Godzilla's run animation yet.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
Oof. Dude. Oh my god, no.
Someone spent $45.
Hey, look, it's Scourge. I know that character from Sonic lore.
Yeah, they just added Tangle, Whisper, and Surge to the game. And Surge, apparently, it seems like she got added, from how they've been talking, she got added strictly because so many people were like, put her in now. As soon as Tangle and Whisper got announced.
Yeah, but then where's Kit? He and Surge are a package deal, remember?
That's why I think it was just because everyone was just asking for Surge and no one was saying Kit. Which, like, I do want Kit. But... I think my volume is too loud. That might be why my microphone quality is up.
I think it's a little loud.
I know yours is a little rough too, Titano, even over Discord.
Is mine
really?
loud?
Yeah, like yours is fine. Yours even might be too quiet.
What about now?
That's better. I'll turn down mine as soon as this match ends. There we go. Let me turn down mine.
Already I'm suffering from the streamer's curse, where you just do worse on stream than you do on out.
Okay, so now mine shouldn't be peaking. Do they have a skin to turn Sonic into Sonic's rings into Manila's smoke rings? That's really good. I would really like that, actually.
Gamma X Sonic.
The first collab to make $2, unfortunately. I would like it, but I'm so surprised we did get like Gamera in Gigabash. Like I feel like we're very lucky that happened.
Absolutely.
Oh hey, we get to beat up Edgy Hedgy.
God.
Edgy Hedgy.
Yeah, because Shadow the Hedgehog has not made an appearance since Sonic 06.
God.
Really?
No. Darth is very specific about the way Shadow has been written. So Darth's a bit in his feelings about it.
Oh, okay. Because
Yes.
I was like, there was like Sonic Shadow Generations.
Yeah, I think he's written fairly well in Sonic X Shadow Generations too. So, and this will be a video eventually. I do think there is some nuance to how he's written in IDW.
Excuse me, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
No, it's almost Christmas time. We need to quote the other movie. You don't really think you'll win, do you? Things change. Meow. Boom.
I love Batman Returns. I love that movie a lot.
I'll murder you momentarily, but first, I need a cold drink of water. Arr.
What is your favorite Batman movie?
89.
Fair. God, it might be Returns for me, but if we're counted animated ones, I'm probably gonna say Under the Red Hood.
Phantasm's pretty good too.
Phantasm is also very good.
Yeah. Barely made the top 8. Like, I'm not used to carrying all this kaiju weight in this game.
God.
Like,
So what-
Godzilla runs like Burger King's about to close in 5 minutes.
Oh my God. Tadano, what was your question?
Oh, can you explain what's going on screen?
So, the best way to describe this game is that this is a Sonic Fall Guys. It controls, like, it's like a Fall Guys type setup where it's like elimination rounds, where it's like you have to place within a certain, like, top, like, ranking and an objective. But it plays more like a Sonic platformer in its controls.
Yeah, so the game is usually divided into 3 rounds. One run, the other survival, and the other this one, ring collecting. And it starts with, I think, 24 players in the run stage. Then it cuts it in half to 16. And then by round 2, 8 have to be eliminated. So it's the last 8 standing who make it to the final round.
It's fun. I
And
enjoy it a lot.
Oh,
If the monetization was better, it would be something that I think more people would jump on, but I know a lot of people are super put off by how much the monetization is. Because, like, it's not pay to, like... It's not
pay to win.
It's pay to progress. Like, you progress faster.
I would say it's pay to speed up progressing.
Yeah, like, it's like, you can
Again,
get
it's
stuff without ever
make
spending
the player
it, but
wait,
it's going to take
but
you
then make them
longer.
pay not to wait.
Yeah.
April joined. Hi.
Hi, April.
Greetings.
Darth, if you want to share your screen so April can watch, because I know if
I've got the stream pulled up.
Okay.
Don't worry. I mean, it might not
There
be
might be a
synced
slight
to, you
delay.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry. I've muted the stream.
Yeah, I was just
that I can hear
thinking,
you
like,
also.
if I try to share on Discord, I know I'm gonna start dropping frames.
And we don't want that.
Yeah, it was so recent, I just figured out what was wrong as to why that, and I fixed it. Hey, I came in first!
Oh yeah.
I came in 7th, so I get all the Chaos Emeralds. You just get one.
I like Ghidorah's, like, mean mugging the camera like that. That's really cute. I
Dude,
like that
that
a
is
lot.
the face of someone who's offering you candy in the van.
I think he looks cute. I think that looks great. That's really fun.
That is a very cute Ghidorah.
Oh yes, Fall Guys did do a collab with Godzilla.
Oh yeah, where they wore the costumes.
We just missed that.
And I'm saying that as the person responsible for asking Mike Doherty what the heads' names were for
God.
King of Monsters.
Kevin, is your fault.
I saw in
Yes!
chat we have a viewer from
As I
Argentina.
keep saying!
This
wait.
Godzilla walk animation is so funny. We need
It
to.
is so funny!
We need to, like,
Green
at
screen
some point later, we need to, like, GIF it and make it transparent because it's a blue background.
Yeah, I was saying green screen it.
Wait, we moved on from that too fast. April, were you the one who actually asked?
Yes, that was me! It's
Oh
my
my God.
fault! I'm so sorry! I regret everything!
But it's the funniest thing to bring up to non-Godzilla fans, where it's like, oh, the heads actually have names, and they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's Ichi, which is 1, Ni, which is 2, and Kevin. It's the funniest. It's like, it gets overused, like, in the community, but like, to tell a random person this information, there's no greater joy.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but within the community, and being that this is a Godzilla community channel, and I do have interactions and have interacted several times in the past with the broader Godzilla community, this is my cross to bear, as it were.
God. It's the same thing how, like, the times I've been at parties and then, like, my friends, like, when they introduce me to their friends, like, oh, they're like a content creator, they talk about, like, the Sonic comics and stuff. And people go, like, at the party, like, oh, tell me something about the Sonic comics, like, what goes on in that? And I'm like, okay, in the original Archie run, Eggman dies in issue 50 and doesn't come back. Like, and they're like, what?
This is kind of like whenever I bring up visual effects and my old job and all that.
I love bragging about the stuff you've worked on. It's very funny. Like, I know a person who worked on this.
You actively brag about that?
Yeah,
Oh my god!
I do. I'm proud of what my friends do.
I just don't think about my friends talking about me.
Yeah,
Actually, Mr. Dodo has a point. These Godzillas look like those chibi figures that Bandai USA made all
They
that time.
do.
I think
They do look like
I think
that.
like a working title for this game when it got leaked was like Sonic Toy or Sonic Toy Box, because the idea was that they were like Eggman turned them all into like little figures, so that makes sense.
This
Yeah.
reminds me of Ultraman.
Here's a little bit of
that is
lore for the
true.
Godzilla
That did
fans.
literally happen on Ultraman.
Yeah, the lore
What
for
did
this
they call
game
them
is
again?
this whole thing is Eggman's Toy Story.
What did they call the things in Ultraman? The little toy things.
It was. I don't remember.
Spark dolls, right?
Yeah, Spark dolls.
Yeah. Literally just Spark dolls of all the Sonic
It was just a
characters.
gimmick to sell toys.
Well, yeah, no tip.
That's how capitalism works.
I really like. It's so blatant
think
too.
the
It's so
Godzilla
blatant. It's
evolved
funny. It's like when it gets so blatant, it like goes back around to being cruel to me. Where it's like, yeah, it's like the dual discs in Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like I'm aware this exists to sell me a thing, but I want it so bad.
So I take it you're just a Yu-Gi-Oh fan because of Dan Green.
So I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh fan because of like peer pressure that I was in elementary school when that was getting big.
So for those, again, because we're mostly a Godzilla audience, Dan Green, the voice, who's the voice of Yu-Gi-Oh, had a role in a Sonic game.
Yeah, I mean,
He voiced one of the villains.
he was also Knuckles for a little bit. But it was like, yeah, I was just like, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh must be a thing a lot of kaiju fans know about, because that's another franchise that has like so many references.
Dan Green isn't even his actual name. It's James Hadley Snyder.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like Dan Teal or something. Green's better.
Hey, April, how about you tell the audience what the creator of Johnny Bravo's real name is?
Oh,
I'm so afraid what the next words out of your mouth could possibly be. I don't know.
Ephraim Giovanni Bravo Partible.
Oh, it's self-insert.
Yes.
That's really funny.
His middle name is literally, when you translate to English, Johnny Bravo.
I think it's very funny to make a show, and it's like, what if I sucked? What if I
his senior thesis
fundamentally
film at Loyola was about an Elvis impersonator.
What if I was a fundamentally bad person and women beat me up all the time?
Well,
I've heard.
You see,
he's
the thing
actually
is about Johnny
commented
Bravo. He gets a lot of girls.
Yeah, he's
Just
commented
see the
that
ones
Johnny
where he
Bravo
doesn't.
actually gets a lot of women, but those aren't funny. So the show's all the failed attempts. Which the fact that he gets plenty of women tells me that he has serious commitment issues.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Johnny Bravo was an incel.
No.
It's kind of that's
God,
a
no.
thing people like because it's kind of apt and like
If he was
but it's like
If he was an incel, he would hate all the women. He loved them wholeheartedly.
he would also have more issues with his mom than even though he lived with her.
Oh yeah.
Like
I love telling people that a genuine quote from
Also,
the show is...
by the way, happy belated 54th birthday to Van Partible. December 13th, 1971.
Mama warned me about women like you.
I was hoping
she was right.
Yeah.
Like, I think the best two pieces of media that involve Elvis but aren't directly about Elvis is Johnny Bravo and Bubba Hotep.
I knew you were gonna say Bubba Hotep!
Bubba Hotep is one of the greatest films of all time.
One time, oh god, speaking of, one time, like, years and years ago, back when I used to go on the Toho Kingdom forums, just for how long ago this was, I once had this sleep-deprived thought Bruce Campbell as Jet Jaguar.
That would be so funny.
That would be
Didn't you
so
do that
funny.
during the Toho Kingdom fan game stream?
I think so. I think I did bring that up, but yeah, it still tracks for like relevancy to this current conversation because we brought up Bubba Hotep, stars Bruce Campbell.
Want to hear a very embarrassing thing I did as a young child?
Yes.
So I didn't.
I say with no hesitation.
I didn't know how to sign up with to forums when I was little. Like I didn't understand.
No, you didn't make multiple accounts, did you?
No, this is far more ridiculous. This is,
I have 70 alternative accounts!
This is far worse. So, you know, when Godzilla Unleashed was coming out, I saw everyone posting their predictions and, like, fan art predictions about Godzilla Unleashed. I wanted to join that forum, but I couldn't figure out how. I didn't quite get it. So I eventually found a page to, like, sign up. What I ended up accidentally doing was that, like, elementary school me sent in a job application to Atari Pipeworks.
Oh my god!
Very funny. It's amazing I've survived this long, I think.
Yeah, because, like, didn't you have to take those online safety courses in elementary school?
See, the worst part was my parents were over my shoulder watching me do it. Like, yep, this is the way to sign up.
Oh my god!
This is the way to do it.
Was this before you moved to where you live now, or?
Yeah, this was when I lived in Baltimore. Like, this was...
Okay, I said that in a way that structured. I wasn't sure if we were just gonna say Paul.
This man
in
has
Texas.
canonically accidentally applied for Atari Pipeworks.
And I've accidentally doxed my address on a different person's stream before.
Oh my god!
I tried to do a bit because like the other person on stream clearly had really bad food poisoning. So while I was sharing my screen, I just typed into Google, "Should Ash go to the doctor for food poisoning?" And then it just shows my zip code, and it's like, here are nearby emergency places. Like, no!
Oh no. Well, at least it was just your zip code.
Let's also not forget
that narrows it down a lot, but not.
Oh, Chad, there's a chance of the oh, nope. But he has also met the head of the World Wildlife Foundation buying Godzilla toys.
That is cool.
That's the weirdest. That's such the weirdest one that it was in my search to get Godzilla 1998 figures, and now that I'm an adult, that's the cup that runneth over. There's a million eBay listings for 1998 figures, but back then, eBay they gave you the 2-foot tall one and nothing else. Which I did buy. I did buy the 2-foot tall one, and the tail broke off in shipping in a way that I cannot reattach.
Oh no. I have mentioned I've met the guy responsible for the fish, right?
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
And then... Oh, dang it. One of the flappers got me. But then we went on to talk about how...
Men in the 20s be like...
Gee, I didn't know the flap. Ah, darn, one of the flappers got me.
I thought, oh no.
Jiminy Christmas. Jiminy Christmas, one of those flappers got me.
This is also my first stream since getting married, so...
Oh, I was going to say, congratulations!
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Holy shit, that's huge.
Oh, hey, I'm number 1.
How was the yurt?
The yurt was fun. So we rented a yurt, which is kind of halfway between a tent and a cabin for our vacation afterwards. And it was great. It was a great little thing. In the middle of the night, 3 a.m., like, so we were trying to figure out if there were windows in the yurt, like, you know, like the mesh windows that sometimes tents have. And we figured it out like right before we went to bed at midnight. And like it's 3 a.m. I'm like drifting to sleep, and I hear Sheldon unzip the window next to him and say, just in case anyone wants to take a little peek, which is the most bizarre sentence I could fall asleep to.
Tell Sheldon that is not where babies come from.
So for the context, we kept seeing deer the whole time. I think that's what he meant.
Oh my.
So like it was like there were
Probably,
deer but like in my head, like half asleep, yeah, just in case someone wants to take a little peek.
I won't lie. The theme from Halloween just started playing in my head after that.
Like I had a very different mental image of who would be. It's my greatest fear to look out the window at night and see just a different person's face. That is like my number one fear.
Yeah, I have these two giant ass windows. Pardon my French, but these giant ass windows looking out into the building.
None of those words were French.
I did live in Quebec for a year. I should know.
Parlez-vous français, mademoiselle?
You did this with French roast.
I call it American.
I like that. So, like, the French cut of Godzilla 1954, like, it's the platonic ideal of, like, what I want, right? It's, like, it's the original Japanese cut with, like, footage from the American version added in. It's not quite what I want, but, like, it's, like, kind of the platonic ideal of, like, the closest we're gonna get. But it is extremely funny. We talk about this in the versions of Godzilla video. If you haven't seen it, the 5. I think Titano. The video is titled like the 5 versions of Godzilla, right? Like it's something like that. And Paulie narrated it.
Yes.
And so like I was the one who was in charge of taking a look at the French version because I'm the only one who speaks any amount of French. It's incredibly funny because like, you know, so much of the English version is like undubbed Japanese scene and the events being like explained to Raymond Burr via a translator. So in the French version, they're all speaking French, and Raymond Burr is just going, I don't understand what's happening. And the translator just has to repeat the same thing, but a little stupider.
Once again, howdy, Vixie. See you there in the chat.
Still don't understand why you didn't name your cat Felicia.
They were already... Me? My 2 cats? They were already named. They came with names and they answered to them.
Now, I did change my cat's name.
Also, neither of them are black.
Well, black and white.
Well, they are mostly brown. Brown and white for the most part. Truth be told. After all, they are calicos.
Why am I having just such bad luck this stream? I might need to switch back to my main.
Maybe Black Cat crossed your path.
So, like, I know.
Oh, shut it!
I know I'm doing good because, like, I have over 100. That was one of my favorite interactions I ever had with me showing I have over 100 hours in this game, and then Astounding going, it's been out a month.
Second bonus, 1,200 points. Rings. Whatever.
I can just imagine the Godzilla audience in our chat just has no idea who these colorful bunch around us are.
I would be open to them asking, who's that one?
By all means, Squid and I would be happy to oblige.
Speaking of asking who's that, who is this Andrew Santana guy?
Who? No! Let me hold on.
This Andrew Santana 1881 guy, he's mad at us. He called us wiki jerks earlier.
We don't need to acknowledge
and
that.
And he's saying he's mad at us for the Gigabash Gamma Rebirth thing.
Okay, so...
Why are you angry at us?
Somebody asked us, what the F is that blue
Who are you?
I like that I'm playing, so I can't unhide it. Oh no, I misunderstood what the message was. Never mind. I thought someone was making a 6-7 joke, and then for some reason the filter caught it. And I was like, I like that got caught, and I misunderstood.
I mean, some people were making those jokes. I refuse to say that number in that context.
6-7.
I think it's funny. Like it's absurd. Like I don't like. I like when someone is like,
don't get it.
That's why I like it.
Don't get the joke. Like 69. I eventually got, but this one I just can't make sense of it.
It's literally some sportsman's height. So that's all it is.
So what I really like,
and then some brain rotten like preteens decide to go.
This is the sign that we're getting old, April. If that's your reaction to it, because there was a moment that I thought was the funniest thing in the world, where it was like the actors interviewing actors thing, and like it's Adam Sandler and Ariana Grande. And
yes!
And Adam Sandler goes like there's like 6 or 7, and then it cuts to Ariana Grande, and the way her eyes like subtly widen.
I did see that. I did see that.
Like that's the funniest thing.
The fear. She widened her eyes in fear.
And like she claimed on Instagram,
that is the same reaction that I have.
She claimed on Instagram she doesn't know what 6'7" is. I don't believe her.
Could you imagine her reaction to finding out that Venom is 6 inches?
6 or 7.
Oh my gosh, Chad is answering the questions for us.
Somebody
asked who's the pink girl.
The pink one is the best character.
The pink one.
I'm sorry, Metal Sonic fan. I'm sorry.
X7.
You stopped that.
I would like someone to animate Ghidorah doing the 6-7 hands thing with his hands. I would like that very much, I think.
No.
It's very funny to think of. Picture it.
No.
Think about it. Consider it.
No.
You know what? One good thing about the MonsterVerse, they've never made like a dated, contemporary joke.
That's true.
That's odd.
They have never made like a cheap, desperate, relevant meme joke.
They haven't done the screaming goats thing. Like that is some artistic integrity right there.
I feel.
Take that, Sonic Movie 1.
What they also haven't done, because I was thinking directly about the trollololol bit from Pacific.
That's what I was also thinking of.
I feel so bad.
That
I feel so bad for John Boyega. It's like, well, I'm gonna actually get to be the lead of this franchise now, and then it's like, this will not be a franchise.
What franchise?
This will no longer be a franchise.
Well, hey, he's always got Star Wars to fall back on.
Oh,
does he?
Wait. Which I do not blame him at all. I don't know, he's a good actor.
I can't really have an opinion about Star Wars because I've said this before that I just never connected with Star Wars, and it wasn't for lack of trying. Right now people are telling me that because I've watched about maybe 40% of Rogue One while I was working. I'm like, oh, this I really like. So some friends were like, watch Endor because it gives additional context of these characters, and then watch Rogue One. But I was also talking to them very much about like that, like Lord of the Rings is also something, because I've seen the movies and like, oh, I like them, but like that's not getting into the source material. But I've tried to read the book a few times, and I keep bouncing off of it. So I'm like, what is the correct way to do this?
It's simple. Play the Lego games.
God. I was like, is there a specific audiobook? And I was like, probably any audiobook would be fine. And I'm like, that doesn't help me. Because I'm a reading novels person. Like, that's like what I like to do. But like, something about like, I couldn't connect with Lord of the Rings' prose. Like which feels bad because I can recognize it's good. Like, I can recognize it's very well written. My brain just wasn't connecting with it in a way where I was enjoying it, which I felt bad about. But I am going to give that another shot in the new year. Either reading it or an audiobook, and just hopefully I get it this time around. Mean to me. For what reason?
Hey, I didn't do it.
I know you didn't do it.
Eudorus Gen 64.
Yeah, now that I'm playing with my main, things are turning around.
I am fumbling.
He was arguing with Bernie Hayes in his podcast comments in Godzilla X Calling the New Empire. The fact that I remember it, despite not particularly caring much at all for Godzilla X Calling the New Empire.
I like New Empire more
astounds me.
I like New Empire more than versus Kong.
Same, but I don't like New Empire much either.
First
personally.
place! This is proof Metal is peak.
Hey, Titano.
And no way will beat him this time.
Titano, quick question. What is our current stream stance on the spoilers that have been very public? Not mention it or bring it up?
I mean, we kind of immediately caught on that one, like, the moment the trailer dropped.
This was like, this is active confirmation. This is active confirmation. So that's why I'm
this
like,
before the stream started. Are we okay to talk about it?
Well, I mean, the chat's aware. Chat's aware.
Well, I mean, I guess you might be like, well, it, since it got taken down, maybe it's like a mistake or something, but
no,
yeah.
I think that just confirms it even more.
Yeah, that pretty much does. As GFan1985 quotes Admiral Stens here, got out of the bag, Doctor. No more secrets.
I did see someone in chat agrees with me, yes. So, good to know somebody out there knows the truth about best Sonic character. So, chat, did you know there's a variant of Metal Sonic who became a good guy?
I do remember this from
if you
one of Squid's videos.
Yeah, also Sonic Rivals 2. Also that.
I don't remember the name of this variant, but I remember that he exists.
I think Shard is a good character. Oh, my new Ken Penders book came in today.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. He couldn't do a Sonic stream without mentioning that name.
It's gonna be a video about this one. It's just... I just
well, yes, there were videos about the other two things you did of Ken Penders'
Who
work.
keeps freaking charge blasting us?
Oh, that's a thing people do.
No, I can't get eliminated after I flexed about Metal!
That's a thing people do. Did you get eliminated?
Yes.
And this is why King Ghidorah is the best Sonic character! Who is Shard? I'm gonna vote yes.
I voted no, just to be funny.
So I see people asking, so Ken, because he has the rights to the stories he wrote, he launched his own publishing, like his own self-publishing company called Floating Island Productions, in which he like re-releases his stuff. But in this case, he partnered with Scott Shaw, who wrote the original Archie Sonic miniseries that preceded the proper book, to do a re-release of that. Ken had nothing to do with those original books, but like, you know, I'm gonna have more to say about it because I've only done a quick like flip through it at this point. I appreciate these stories being preserved in any form. I don't like, if you're preserving them, I don't like them being recolored, even if you think the original coloring is bad, because I don't want them preserved because, oh, I want product. I want them preserved because I want, like, people to, like... Because obviously they got popular for a reason in their, like, original state. And I think that's
You want them preserved because you want them preserved.
It's like, I think it's...
As they were.
Like, I think it's a more
Okay,
interesting to
okay.
show.
Somebody did ask who's Ken Penders, so I'll answer this.
No, I want to give a nuance because I'm afraid you're gonna be a little mean.
No, I'm going to be gentle. I'm going to be gentle. I promise. Okay, so back during the original Sonic comic run, when the license was held by Archie Comics in the 90s, Ken Penders was one of the writers who took over pretty early on and stuck with the book for a pretty long time. He's responsible for some of the most iconic moments in the Archie run, but let's just say some of them are popular for not necessarily good reasons.
That's not to
That's
say
all
he
I'm
doesn't
saying.
have good stories. Operation Endgame is a pretty good story.
I said some.
Yeah, like he's not in. He has some competence. I don't want to say he's not incompetent, but he has some competence.
And, okay, he's... Part of the other reason why he's become so infamous is... who was it? BioWare?
Yes, it was BioWare at that time.
Yeah, BioWare was developing a Sonic game for the Nintendo DS, and they wanted to pull from the entire Sonic lore. Like TV shows, the comic books, etc. And they took inspiration from one of the books he wrote.
And they did say
and cited it by name.
Yeah, they said it in an interview.
And,
this was their fault.
Yeah. And Ken believed he was entitled to some compensation for that.
There's context.
So,
there's context.
what preceded was a very infamous lawsuit.
There's context before that he did, like, basically he asked, like, because after him, a bunch of other writers had contracts where they got to keep the rights to characters they made. Like, Carl Bollers owns the rights to Mina Mongoose, Dan Slott owns the rights to Sonic the Zone Cop. So basically, Ken asked, hey, do you have my original contract? Which...
And Archie said no.
Yeah, because it was lost in a fire!
So when Ken tried to start filing ownership of the characters, Archie came in and, oh wait, we did find your original contract.
But it was a copy of it. So there's more to it.
And Archie has a very notorious history of screwing over their creators.
So there's a little bit more to it in that, like, Archie... So, like, whenever you, like, file copyright of a thing, the people who publish it get, like, notified. Like, because you legally have to, like, notify other parties involved that you're claiming sole ownership of this thing. Which he did do, and then they have a deadline, and then you have to prove that you gave them it, and that they didn't respond within the deadline. Because Archie at any point
When you
while he was
my
filing...
badge.
Yeah, Archie at any point could have responded and been like, hey, no. And stopped it. They didn't respond until, like, a month after his claims went through. So there was a lawsuit over that. Eventually, Archie messed up big time. They fired their whole legal team in the middle of that lawsuit. Not a great thing to do. But so, like, eventually, like, the judge it was settled out of court. Which doesn't mean we have anything like on the books as to what the actual decision was, but that doesn't mean them settling out of court is like meaningless, because there's obviously they came to some agreement, and after that agreement, Ken is certain he owns the characters that he made, which okay. Oh,
Hedgehog, yes, that dance slot.
Yes, Spider-Man dance slot. So the nuance with this is the thing that always kind of gets me bothered is that the way people kind of talk about it is that, you know, people are very much like, well, he shouldn't own them, Sega should own them, even if he was creating for them. Which that sentiment I disagree with, because historically comic writers are routinely screwed over, and I do think every writer should be entitled to compensation, because like Carl Bowlers was getting checks every time Mina Mongoose showed up. So I think Ken maybe should have been getting checks every time characters he made showed up, which is what he asked for. The other insane thing he asked for is that anytime Knuckles' dad was using a story, he wanted to have to approve what they did, which is insane.
He did not create Knuckles, for God's sake.
In fairness,
okay, he did not create.
You may have added a lot of lore, but you did not create the.
Yeah, but he poured a lot of his personal history into Knuckles' lore to the point where he feels emotionally attached to that echidna.
So like
so he turned Knuckles into a kin.
Yeah, he was kinning Knuckles. But like my thing is that I would like every comic book writer to own like some semblance of rights to the things that they made. I don't think it's right that Steve Ditko, co-creator of Spider-Man, died poor in an apartment.
Getting credit for it.
Like, he doesn't get credit, and he died poor in an apartment in New York with several $1,000s of unpaid rent. I don't think that's right. And I don't think things like, very famously, this is always the example I use where it's like, why should we be like more on the side of creators, is the Watchmen rights story. So when Alan Moore wrote Watchmen, the contract he had with DC like stipulated that like once the original run ends, the rights for all of Watchmen revert back to Alan Moore and the artist, whose name escapes me at the moment. And DC was fine with that. After kind of like, okay, this will be just your book after this first printing ends. It sells alright as individual issues, but gets super popular when it becomes a trade, when it's like the collected edition. So, what DC does is that rather than just like work out a new licensing deal with Alan Moore, they just never ended the first run, and they've been printing this book in perpetuity for 40 years. And
welcome to the comic industry, folks.
It's really bad. And then like in the 2010s, they were gonna write like they were doing prequels to Watchmen, which why? But like they wanted Alan Moore to write it, because if Alan Moore writes it, that guarantees people are going to read it and not think it's just a stupid thing DC was doing. And they told Alan Moore, we'll give you the rights to these characters back, but only if you write all these miniseries, like I think it was like 5 or 6 different minis, for free. And Alan Moore said, leave me alone.
I'll do one more as Metal Sonic, then I'll switch back to Godzilla.
Lord. Absolute scummy behavior on the part of these.
It's just, you know, it's the way the industry is, unfortunately. Like, the modern example I do is that, so, like, Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman have, like, completely reinvented what Venom is now. And, like, every adaptation, whether it's Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, Venom 3, whatever, is pulling from their comic run. And I want to add on the
And they
additional
don't get penny.
Yeah, they don't get any money, but I also want to add on the additional context that in the middle of that run, Donny Cates got into a car accident and suffered legitimate brain damage and continued writing, and they didn't delay any of the book because he just kept fighting through it to do it. And they weren't even given a special thanks in the credits of the PS5 Spider-Man
2, the game.
Yeah, they weren't even given a special thanks. Which, like, people whose, like, work wasn't, like, involved at all got a special thanks. But they did end up getting invited to the premiere of Venom 3, but that was only after Venom, like, they showed Null in the trailer, and they both went, we weren't told at all about this, and everyone got mad that they weren't told about it. And so they got an invite to the premiere because of that.
That's kind of like The Hobbit. The actress who played the dwarves, like, they weren't invited at all to the premiere until one of the dwarves was like, "Oh, sorry. Well, people have been asking if we're going to be here, but we're not." And then, the people from Warner Brothers, they were like, "We don't appreciate your tone, and if you wanted to, you could have just asked." And they were like, "Okay, well."
Thank you for the $10, Z1225. Sonic fans, are you satisfied with how this collab was done? If not, what would you have wanted in a Godzilla collab instead? Also, I would love a Wikizilla movie Godzilla movie ranking stream. Latter idea, I think that would be a fun idea. I think we would all have to do our own individual rankings because we will argue.
Yes, I was gonna say, are you looking for a remake of Destroy All Monsters there?
I think they picked good monsters for this, if I'm being honest. Like, whenever they do a collab, like, I'm always expecting only the big four. I'm expecting Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Rodan, Mechagodzilla. Big five, I guess. So I think the fact we get anyone else, that we got Destroya in, I think that's fun, and I like that.
Well, considering that Sonic's whole gig is about speed, it would be nice to see a Godzilla character who speed is one of his fundamental traits. Hint, hint.
Rodan, yeah.
As much as
Terrestrial.
We don't need to talk about our terrestrials on stream. I don't think that's appropriate.
I'm talking about Zilla, you bolts!
No, Zilla's one of my favorites, if not my favorite, like, Godzilla monster. But, like, I've always, like, I feel lucky if we get him in anything.
Exactly.
So, like, I think it's completely fun. Because I feel like if he ever gets put in something, especially if he's in the first wave of something, the people not, like, who've been through the horrors of being in this fandom for over 10 years, like, the general public will be like, really? Like, the American one from 1998 is what they're doing? Okay. Like, the people who don't get it. The people who aren't imaged from the ending of Joker Wood, you just don't get it. The people who aren't that.
And the people who are legally old enough to drink and grew up with him in his movie and Final Wars.
Yeah. Anguirus I would really like. Anguirus I think would be a really fun pick.
Spiky Boy.
Because, like, when I was growing up, that was, like, the thing. That was, like, in, like, the, like, bios whenever they were, like, showing Anguirus. They're like, Godzilla's sidekick, Godzilla's best friend. Always some variation of that. And now we don't really see him much. So, like, I think I would like to see him again.
Yeah. He's gonna be -0.
I hope so.
I like that a lot.
Really hope so. Like, again, I'm just speculating here, but considering that the time period for -1 was in the 40s, it'd be really cool if the sequel delved in, made this whole thing a metaphor for Japan in the Cold War era, where you're caught between two superpowers who are literally pointing guns at each other, and you're in the crossfire. So it could be great to see Godzilla versus Anguirus be metaphors for America and Russia.
Godzilla 1985 would like to know your location. No, I'm kidding, but like I do think that's a fun idea.
Like, Titanic, did you say if it was cool if we could talk about it? Because I did have like my take on a certain MonsterVerse thing.
Okay.
All right, so
it's whatever.
If Space Godzilla is in the next MonsterVerse movie, I know the MonsterVerse is not this smart, but it would be so cool to delve into how X-Kong the New Empire was about Kong finding out he's not the last of his kind and his struggle to become part of that family. The next movie, Godzilla finally finds someone like him, someone who he could call a family member. Oh wait, he's evil, I gotta stop him. But if I kill him, then I'm gonna doom myself to return to a life of solitude.
I think it would also be equally funny for Godzilla to see Space Godzilla come down. It's like, and Space Godzilla's like kind of like has a "you're like me" moment, and Godzilla's like, "No, I don't like that." I think that would be very funny.
Hey, Squid, you want to try going as Shadow for a bit since I'm back to Godzilla?
We might as well. I'll switch to my default kind of setup.
Yeah, I did mine main for a few rounds. Now it's time for your main. Our favorite edgy hedgy.
Christmas. Now, I do want to share a really funny thing that, like... So I'm friends with other content creators, and we have a group chat, and like, it was like a specific group of TikTok content creators, and they were like, well, whoever has the most followers at the end of 2025 gets to decide the name of our baby. Like, two of them are a couple. They're not having a baby, but they're like, we're gonna have one at some point in the future. I did say Space Godzilla, and I did win by a large margin.
Oh my god. No. You're actually getting them to name the space.
I won't hold them
Baby
to
Space
it.
Godzilla.
I won't hold them
Have you guys
to
heard?
it, but
Oh
I am gonna say, like, well, you did say this baby needs to be.
Have you
named
guys
Space
heard
Godzilla.
about that person out there who's named Dovahkiin?
Oh yeah, I know like the story, but I remember when that like first happened.
So for chat, the story is Bethesda said that if anyone is born on Skyrim's release date, November 11th, 2011, and if they're born and you name them Dovahkiin, you will receive free Bethesda games for life.
Now, the funny thing about
fair
that
enough.
is that the main game they've re-released over and over is just Skyrim again.
Sorry, you were ahead.
I'm not joking. This is not something I joke about. This is a child's future. This child is going to college with Space Godzilla on the degree. I'm not holding them to it. I'm not that, like, mean. But, like, I do want that looming over them until this baby happens, where it's like, it's baby Space Godzilla. That's gonna be its name. I think Kong Larva is gonna be the villain, actually.
Dude, I feel like that big bird from the Pixar short. For the birds.
God.
Big Bird.
That would be Rodan. That's his proper name.
Or what about Giant Condor? One of these times the roulette's gonna give us the Godzilla survival
It's
match.
gotta at some point. I once described the giant condor fight scene from Abiana the Sea Monster as being shot like a Batman Begins fight
Batman
scene.
Begins.
And I don't think
I
I'm
watched
wrong.
our Smash stream a lot, so I know I memorized that joke.
I didn't hear that. I've never heard that. I've said that on my own. That was just, I came to my own conclusion there once.
No, you said that during the Smash Bros.
Oh,
stream.
during the Smash Bros. Stream, I said that. I thought you said someone else said it, and I was like, I don't recall anyone else ever saying this.
Yeah. Trust me, I go back and watch our streams in hindsight a lot.
So, you ever say something and you don't think it's mean, and then everyone looks at you and is like, that's the meanest sentence I've ever heard.
Well, as someone who... Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but that was me when I joined college.
So,
Amar 2002 asks, but Squid, what if the baby is a girl? I'm not Squid,
I
but
don't think Space Godzilla is a gendered name. I don't think Space Godzilla is a gendered name.
Well, if it's female, then you need to name... if the baby's female, then you need to name him Space Rohan.
Space Gojiren. Okay, so what I said was, it was like, we were talking about it someone else, and like a thing that they had like taste in, and it's something I didn't like, but it was something that has broad appeal, and I said, sure man, I like vanilla ice cream too. And I didn't think that was mean when I said it, but apparently that was really mean.
Dr. Gold Dry Bowser, this is available for phones and on Steam.
Phone, Steam, and there's rumors about it coming to consoles next year, but I don't know about that.
All right, looks like Manila Larva is the villain in Godzilla Kong Supernova.
Manila Larva is that thing in Godzilla Rival. That's that thing in Godzilla Rival Space Godzilla. That's that thing.
Oh, that's a Crystalak.
Well, it
Is
was until...
I didn't know that.
Well, what Matt Frank said was that as for its parentage, I recommend you look at a certain 2007 Wii game.
Ah.
Obsidious, or the Visitor, or the Lightning Bug.
Nobody remembers the whole losers.
I don't know, I've seen the Visitor art floating around.
The Visitor is the one that remained popular. I'm gonna say this, and sorry to any Obsidious heads in the audience. I don't know how Obsidious won this poll.
Actually, it was rigged. He was going to be in the game regardless. It was Crystalak who won the polls.
No, Crystalak was gonna be in the game regardless.
No, I thought it was Obsidious.
No, it wasn't. Crystal
Oh, hey, look who won!
I got top 3, that makes me happy.
H Squid Reviews, number 3.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Shadow,
And Knuckles.
Amy, and Godzilla.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce.
3 things Squid likes.
I'm about to unlock Godzilla.
What?
I don't like Burger King that much.
I had it for lunch
I've had
today.
Burger King in a long time.
I had Burger King.
There just aren't that many in this city.
Burger King
In
always
New York?
Burger King always tastes burnt. And like I'm not averse to that. But like
Look, okay, Burger King burgers are fine,
Genuinely,
but their
there
fries
are
suck.
3. Well, okay, there are more than 3 in Manhattan. There are like 3 around. There are 3 somewhat close to it. Well, no. Wait, there are a lot more than I thought.
You're gonna dox yourself by geolocating your position between different Burger Kings.
Yeah. My neighborhood's more McDonald's territory, I will say that.
Coarse, rough, and irritating. Just like the Godzilla and Sonic fan bases combined. And they get everywhere.
Obsidious.
Oh.
But really, Obsidious is cool lava monster. I like him.
I like he's fine. I like vanilla ice cream too.
Ah, goodness.
Dude, I was hugging you to that finish line.
I got up super early today because I had a bit of a rude awakening.
Well, good for you, Aki the guest. If you have to download this game, you do not have to pay for Godzilla specifically. You have to pay for the other 3, though.
Jenny, I really did have a really rude awakening though. So I have 2 cats, and I guess both of them had decided to climb up onto my bed.
Oh, Squid, here.
Yes!
One of them
Finally!
climbed up onto the
Jesus!
bookshelves. One of them climbed up onto the bookshelf right next to my bed, and then jumped off right onto my gut.
God.
Right onto my tummy, and it felt like I got
right
punched.
next to my bed.
Felt like I got punched in the
Here's
gut.
a big surprise, chat. Shockerus, or the sea lice.
Shakarush is a very odd inclusion, but it's not an unwelcome one.
Well, again, Return of Godzilla would like to know your location.
It's
Shockerus.
it's just kind of like because you don't expect something like that to get in, but like it's neat. It's very neat.
Oh dear.
Well,
I do wish that the return design got a little bit more love.
I keep using the image of the skin to suit, and whenever like FNAF stuff comes up.
You know, every time I think of the sea lice, I can't quote it, but I think of the Cinemassacre. The first attack in this movie is not Godzilla, but sea lice. What the?
He like slips into being the angry video game nerd for a second when he does that.
Yes.
Like he slips away from being James and becomes the nerd. Like a spirit took hold of him.
Oh, G-Fan,
What do you think?
is right. It is a very nice touch that the wind-up gear is in the same place where he got impaled in the movie.
What do you think the nerd is?
The nerd is a character played by James Rolfe.
That's what the government wants you to think.
Somebody in chat did ask a good question, though, earlier, Squid. Who would win, Obsidious or the lava monster from War of the Monsters?
So the thing is that
I know who he's talking about.
Yeah, Magmar. The thing about the War of the monsters is that they're all like much smaller. They're all Kong 33 size. So if we're just doing that, it's like, yeah, Obsidious wins.
Obsidious stomps. Vanilla ice cream wins again.
The fact that I'm the only Godzilla among this bunch is just... And Godzilla's here, too. It's just like
but
Godzilla
you're not the
versus
only
Monster
Godzilla
in
here.
92.
I mean, I also
There's you and there's Godzilla.
I feel like that's the way I describe like Godzilla plots. I really like. Like I like when Godzilla is almost incidental to the plot. Like the 90s versus Mothra, where it's like other things are happening, but Godzilla's just mad. He's just mad.
You really wanted some scrambled eggs.
Yeah, I mean, they're so expensive now. You had a chance to get one for free.
It's like that movie just opens with him getting hit by like a meteor and then being like, "What the hell?"
Dude, what the fuck?
And then he goes to do his egg grocery shopping, and then there's this big like thorny caterpillar thing that just starts attacking him at the ocean.
I do like that there is a part of that movie where it's very clear that the Mothra larva is attempting to explain the situation. There's such a clear point where she's just like chirping at him, like, and it's like it's very clear, like from like not being Showa-brained enough, she's trying to tell him about what's going on, and then he immediately blasts her with a heat ray.
And Godzilla's surrounded by shadows, I see. All around me are shit. Dang, I can't make the joke.
Big G.
Hey, William.
God, William.
When I said in that original moment, I like vanilla ice cream too, it's because I do, it's just never my first choice. It's just like, yeah, I'll eat it.
You gotta have a topping on it, like chocolate syrup or strawberry syrup, or put some strawberries on it, something.
Because it's also like, you know, like sometimes you're sick and like
I
don't know.
Oh,
what just
Shiog finished the joke. Godzilla, just a moment there, was standing in a city of shadows.
Oh my god. This level's crazy for how many penguins they throw at you. This is too many penguins.
3, 2, 1, penguins.
That's the VeggieTales thing, isn't it?
Yes, I was gonna say no one in chat is gonna know that.
I was like, why is that familiar?
Yeah, because it's made by Big Ideas, the same studio who was doing.
No, that's why I was saying why. That's why I was thinking. Why is that familiar? And when you said VeggieTales, I was like, oh yeah.
So a couple days ago, like, you know, I was just watching through some holiday specials with friends, and Sheldon was like, I want to watch the VeggieTales Christmas special. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen this. And the only VeggieTales I ever watched was the David and Goliath one. So like every time I'm shown a new VeggieTales, it's a different world to me.
I genuinely, I've watched a decent amount of VeggieTales stuff. None of the God Jesus stuff ever clicked with me, but like, I was captivated by the talking plants.
I breathed the VeggieTales as a kid.
Like, but I did. So like, the villain of that movie is Mr. Lunt, and like a spirit took hold of me while I was watching that movie, and I did Photoshop Mr. Lunt into M. Bison. Not Mr. Lunt. That's the small one. Who's like the big green one that's bad? I forget his name.
Oh, no, oh dang it, Mr. Nezer?
Nezer, yeah, because I was messaging almost every content creator I know, M. Nezer. Like, regardless of if I knew they were aware of what VeggieTales was.
Right, yeah, Nebby K. Nezer. Yes, that is his name. He's apparently a zucchini.
Okay. Relevant question.
Yeah, Mr. Lunt was the short hair who sings a song, the most American love song ever written, about
You are my
his
cheeseburger.
relationship with a cheeseburger.
Jeez.
Okay, for
Cause
everyone,
you're his cheeseburger.
for everyone here,
He'll be back for you. Ooh.
everyone here and people in chat can answer. I'll try to look at chat to look at it. Favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie even.
I don't even know. Off the top of my head, I don't even know.
Somebody says I'm still waiting on my water buffalo.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get nasty fan letters saying, "Where's my water buffalo? Why don't I have a water buffalo? And are you prepared to deal with that? I don't think so. So stop being so silly."
I'll give my favorite Christmas movie to give it because
But what about the Cebu?
I
Everybody's got a baby kangaroo. Yours is pink, but mine.
so whenever I say my favorite Christmas movie, it's either like I See, or people either go I See, or that's not a real movie, or why. It's Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. That's a yearly watch for me, and I have a completely unironic enjoyment of it. Like it's
My
entirely
mother-
unironic.
My mother has started a family tradition to watch the Polar Express every Christmas Eve, but it's not my favorite. My favorite Christmas movie is probably the best adaptation of A Christmas Carol, The Muppets.
Both sentences are correct. The Muppets Christmas Carol is the best version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I like that someone knows what I'm talking about. SANTACLAUS, hooray for Santa Claus! Some people know exactly what I'm talking about. They know where it's at.
Mean to me, and for what reason?
I'm still somewhat convinced that that the Martian named Droppo is a bit of a mean joke.
That's not entirely unfounded, I think. that might be correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the Martian who's not very there,
But
not
he's-
very
he's-
smart,
He's also the one who's destined to
and
become
he's
the Martian
kind
Santa
of like a
Claus.
total idiot.
He's
hey,
kind
Whisper one.
But still, like, it's kind of implied that he was dropped on his head.
Lots of things happened. There was a war. There was a war. Things could have happened.
There was a
So here's a fun fact about Santa Claus. Did you guys know Santa Claus makes it a point whenever he visits the DC universe to deliver coal to the dark side every year?
That's very funny. I remember that.
And don't you know there's a war on?
Titano, did you think of your
Dark side
favorite
makes it
Christmas
harder
movie?
and harder for him to do it each year, but he always pulls it off.
Titano, were you able to think of your favorite Christmas movie?
I like Elf.
Elf is good. I like Elf a lot.
For a second, I thought you said Alf.
You sit on a throne of lies.
One of my favorite holiday specials when I was younger was the Rugrats Hanukkah special. Now, I'm not Jewish, but me ever, like, professing that sure made a lot of people think I was Jewish.
You know, isn't there a skin for Eggman in this game that just makes him look Jewish? I gotta admit.
What?
I'm kicking you from the call. I'm kicking you from the call. What are you talking about?
It's the one where he's wearing like a brown shirt with a black robe. I don't know. I just see that and it just says, Jewish to me.
The artist one? The painter one? What does that mean?
Look like a painter. I'm an artist. I know what we look like.
He's like Michelangelo. What are you talking? What the hell?
Okay, Okay, after this, I'll select it to show you what I'm talking
No,
about.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm very certain you've never seen a Jewish person.
But back to the Rugrats. Isn't that the one where they all get locked in the attic?
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it's a kind of cozy in what it is, but I do enjoy. I do enjoy the idea of, like, you know, just like explaining it, and like even at a young age, I like kind of like cultural exchange stuff, and like anyway, like I think like Hanuman and the Ultra Brothers would be a very uplifting movie if it wasn't for all the stuff that followed. like I like cultural exchange stuff, so I like when there's like holiday specials that aren't just Christmas, because I know this. I'm pretty well briefed on what's going on. So like, you know, I like there being Hanukkah specials. I like there's tons of different December holidays and people exist all types of different ways in life. And, you know, I think art is the way to like learn that and like kind of see other people's perspective. And I think I thought something similar to this in like a very young age, even though it might have been like, huh, those people different. Like, I don't know. I like different holiday specials.
Did you guys know Kitty Pryde of the X-Men is Jewish?
No! Okay! Okay! I thought you were gonna say something different that Kitty Pryde did. I thought you were gonna say something different.
Why would I bring anything else up? It would not be relevant.
What other thing did Kitty Pryde do?
We're not talking about what...
Now you want to know!
We're not talking about the words Kitty Pryde said that she definitely wasn't allowed to say. But it's like so I'm in a friend group of comic fans, and every time Kitty Pryde gets brought up, it's because she said one specific word that she shouldn't have said.
Oh no! Oh no!
Platitudinous.
Sure.
What did Kitty... Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, don't.
I looked at...
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Comics in that era could just kind of do whatever they wanted, huh?
Clearly, and they shouldn't have.
She said pee.
She said the P word. Peanuts? No, please.
What is that? Is that another thing from Petty Tales?
No, that's SpongeBob.
Oh. Could have fooled me.
It must be a mid-season SpongeBob.
No, that's the one where they're trying to reform Man Ray.
Didn't Kitty Pryde say it more than one time? Yes. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Why?
It's funny when people get into X-Men and that comes up. It's very funny. So they're like, oh, I like Kitty a whole lot. And I'm like,
It's like people getting into Sonic, you have to confront the Ken Pender stuff. You can't ever not bring it up.
The difference is that the writer who wrote that scene is like a popular X-Men writer.
It's like every time you talk about Godzilla, someone always has to bring up 98, or they have to bring up the anime trilogy. It's just how fandoms work.
What if Kong was
Fun
called
fact.
Frong? I think, what if? What if?
Yes. Fun fact, I was recently talking about Godzilla with a friend of mine, and she didn't know there was a 98 film. She was completely unaware.
It was so funny that I would get people into watching Godzilla stuff in like high school, and when they would self-direct, they would always watch 1998. But the odd thing, why I think we're fandom blind, is that it was a consistently enjoyed movie.
Yeah, that is
it's
true.
not a bad movie.
Yeah.
Switching back to Ghidorah.
Oh, okay, Shiog, I really hate that you brought that up, but that's fair. It's fair to bring that up for Transformers fans. We just have to deal with the fact that that exists.
Can't talk about Hanukkah specials and not mention 8 Crazy Nights. 8 Crazy Nights I have a complex relationship with. I have watched it multiple times.
Is that the Bum Biddy movie?
Yes, that's the Adam... So, like, I would love for more adult animation of that quality, adult theatrical animation of that quality to exist in theaters. Like, I think it's a fun thing that's like, otherwise, this could just be a normal Adam Sandler movie. But it's a cartoon, and I think that's fun. But there are
Look,
parts of the film that are of not necessarily up to quality.
Look, confession, I am just not an Adam Sandler fan at all.
I mean, not many are.
You mean you don't like Jack and Jill?
No!
What about Happy Gilmore?
Tolerable.
I mean, I feel like that's most
What
people's
about-
that's most
What
people's-
about Clint?
That's most people's opinions that, like, you know, he got less tolerable as time went on. That seems to be the general opinion.
Hey, what about Click, though?
If you bring up Waterboy, that's the one where I drew the line. Like, that's it. I don't like this guy.
Oh, Big Show's in it. I gotta like it because Big Show's in it.
Whoa!
Way!
Big Show! The main reason I know about The Big Show is because one of my favorite YouTubers growing up, and still one of my favorite YouTubers, NerdCube, is a fan of wrestling. Just the same.
There's literally no excuse for kaiju fans to not also like wrestling. Tokusatsu and wrestling is the same thing.
It is true, although one is a little bit more people forward. And I suppose
What
that
is
could
Kamen
be
Rider?
a bit of a turn off.
What is Kamen Rider?
Still wearing more of a costume than a lot of these wrestlers. So I suppose, like, a lot of these people, you can see their faces. Which then you get the excuse of luchador.
You don't like Big Man Japan.
I'm not saying this as me. I'm saying this as other people.
Lucha Libre is great, by the way.
This is not my opinion.
Lucha Libre is understated in, like, American culture. Lucha Libre is great. Like, it's... And, like, because, like, Triple A, which unfortunately is owned by WWE, so it's a bit more Americanized than what it is, or it's getting there, even though there's still some good stuff happening there, and I think it's better than WWE's core TV product in a lot of ways. But also CMLL,
which is like WWE.
Which is like Mexico's like biggest promotion, CMLL. They both just air their full shows on YouTube. Like, you can just watch them. Like,
That's pretty sick.
I legitimately thought you said Nacho Libre.
you know Nacho Libre is based on a true story, right?
No!
Yeah, that's a real dude. That, like,
Well, if it's not Joe Libre,
like,
whose
it was
Libre
it
is
was
it?
it was a priest who was a wrestler who raised like over 400 orphans. Like,
Oh, I
by-
remember hearing about this.
Yeah, his name was Friar Tormenta. Is his like, and he does his sermons in the mask, and it's sick.
Fray Tormenta, yeah, I heard about this guy. He's 80 now.
That clapping taunt.
Oh my goodness, he is 80.
The Godzilla clapping taunt is. I think it is. I think the Godzilla clapping taunt is like a Ricky Dozan thing. Like, it's got like. wrestling in Japan and like tokusatsu rose to prominence like at the same time. Like, so it's like they're linked very much in what they are.
Hey, by the way, here's another funny little 98 connection with
I like that
Fray
Titano's
Tormenta.
laughing
There
about
was
something completely different.
There was apparently a French film called L'Homme au Masque d'Or, which is The Man with the Golden Mask, which was based on the story of Fray Tormenta. It's a French film. And guess who played the Fray Tormenta-inspired character?
Bleep?
Yeah, Jean Reno! Philippe Roche!
Like, I think that, like, luchadors,
More
or, like,
creep.
people who are, like, inspired by luchadors, like, fill out, like, my top, like, a lot of my top 10 wrestlers, like, at this point in time. Like, because, like, Bandito in AEW, Mystico in
Root beer.
CMLL, Dominic Mysterio is also in my top 10. Like, a lot of, like, there's like a lot to like about Lucha Libre. And it was so funny, I had some friends go to a wrestling show recently. They went to GalaxyCon, which had both a Ring of Honor show and AEW Collision. You can see them in the audience at the ROH show. They're the ones dressed as Spider-Man and the Human Torch. And at the AEW show, they're Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. But, like, you can spot them. But, like, immediately after, one of them, like, messages me and is like, why do we watch American wrestling? Because there's a lot of luchadors on those shows.
I've still been thinking of The Big Show.
Well, it's so funny. I did say this before the stream, where like Darth was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure that we're talking about Sonic's lore on this stream." I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if that doesn't happen? I end up derailing into wrestler lore.
Well, here we are.
That happened.
I can fix that.
So Anthony, I see that the only wrestler you care about at this point is Joe Hendry. I do like Joe a lot. Please look up Orange Cassidy. It's like Joe Hendry versus Orange Cassidy is the match I want more than anything. Orange Cassidy's bit is that he's the king of sloth style, which is to say he does as little as possible as much as he can. He wrestles with his hands in his pockets, but is still, like, diving over the top rope and doing, like, flipping people with his legs.
I wish to learn this style.
Is it possible to learn this power?
I would... It's so
Oops,
funny
from
that,
a
like...
Jedi.
So, like, the bit is he'll come up, he'll put his hands in the air, and then he'll just slip them into his pockets. And then, like... but then, like, people have started doing it back to him, or they try to stop him from putting his hands in his pockets, which is always a mistake.
Hey, Andrew Santana, please quit doxing yourself.
This is true.
We don't need to learn your birthday or anything like that.
You're the one who accidentally put your social security number in my Sonic Rumble giveaway, weren't you?
And you're complaining about typos and autocorrect.
My name is Walter Hardwell, right?
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane.
What was that for?
You did that to me a couple bit ago. I was like, it's my time. That that one I didn't even realize it was you. I didn't even realize that one was you. I was just like, oh, someone's further ahead than me.
I play to get even, Squid Boy.
Life has many doors, Darth Boy.
Life has many doors, Darth Boy. Many doors, yes.
I want to share something. I want to share something, Boyo.
Not much room for couch potato Darth Boys like yourselves.
I want to share something that Boyo did, because Boyo sent me and Sheldon a Christmas gift, which I do really appreciate. But the funny thing is, one of the Christmas presents was instead of addressing it to either of us, it was the words, "To whoever is gayer, fight amongst yourselves," which is the funniest Christmas gift I've ever gotten.
Isn't that what the song means by gay happy meetings?
God, that's really funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that Rolf bit took me out.
You dare mock the son of a squid?
God.
What is that? The hat of discipline. Do you live in a cave?
Oh, I forgot to plug this at the beginning of the stream. If you do buy anything in this game, y'all, use my creator code HSquid, because that gives me a little kickback money-wise, and I am going to be spending $90 on this game. So, so I would appreciate any help.
Normally, this Andrew Santana guy, he's getting a little...
I just feel like so many people today would not get the joke of "you dare mock the son of a shepherd."
Which is a shame.
I mean, that's like WB's fault. Like, they don't make their stuff available. Like, I went to like pick up a couple other Christmas specials. Like, I was like, oh, I want to watch the Johnny Bravo Christmas special, and I went to HBO Max. Johnny Bravo isn't on. Isn't on HBO Max. It's only on Apple TV, and I would have to pay for it. Why?
The streaming wars were supposed to solve this, not make it worse!
I ended up watching the Chowder Christmas special instead, which I like that one too.
Yeah.
Miss Crinkle.
It's insane to me that every Rankin Bass movie is on a different streaming service.
Hey, what if we streamed that Rudolph
Shame
game
about
that
Dwight
just came out?
Schultz.
I thought about it. Because there is a tangential relations. I do believe, like, I thought about pitching it. I didn't say I think it was gonna get approved because, like, both it's made by the people who made me suffer through Kong, and then also, like, you know, like, I think Kong's roar is used in the original Rudolph movie because it was just like a stock sound that they had access to.
I was gonna say, in the Abominable Snowman of Kaiju.
Yeah, but then we're gonna have to do a half-human bio, and I don't want to go back to that movie. I don't want to do that one. There's too much stuff around it.
Life has many doors, Squid Boy.
I wasn't looking at the screen. How did I end up in first? I was reading the chat. I was like, I'll be in third. It's fine. I don't know how that happened.
There's that crack smile again.
It's very cute, I think.
It is a really adorable Ghidorah.
Oh, the mighty have fallen.
How long have we been
Yeah, but
streaming for?
then comes the Revenge of the Fallen.
Been an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, about that long.
How much longer we want to go?
However much you want to.
I was a little burned out like 10 minutes ago, but maybe it'd be fair if we just round it like 20 more, or maybe 10, 20 more minutes.
20 more minutes would end at the top of the hour, so that's fine. Yeah.
Oh! Hang on, I just got new skills. I forgot I was earning rewards. Hang on.
I have so many skins in this game.
I got Godzilla's Heat Ray and Nuclear Pulse. So let me just equip those real quick.
I wonder if Toho is maybe a little spiced. They made Godzilla a common skin, so it has the lowest score multiplier possible.
Okay.
That seems
so,
odd, but they did make him free. So like I think like Rodan is also. I understand Rodan being a common because it's Rodan, and I say this liking Rodan. But like Godzilla being that low feels that it's weird because like it's not like they're gonna make cosmetics for Godzilla the way they do Sonic. Yeah,
all right.
Kiryu above Godzilla according to this game. This is true.
Let's see. Eggman.
Eggman.
Pardon me for pinging y'all, by the way.
I wasn't
forgot
paying
you.
attention.
I am the Eggman. That's what I am.
I am the Eggman.
I got the master plan. Somebody put the Shadow the Hedgehog rendition of that song in sync with a scene from Sonic Movie 2, and it was so fitting. Oh my god.
It really did slap.
Not exactly Godzilla relatable. Uses an opportunity to drop some shocking info. I learned about Gamera Reboot. Jason Griffith is in the English dub of Rebirth. I thought a voice sounded familiar. I literally did. Like I never looked at the English cast because when I watched it I wasn't drinking. But I was. But I love Rebirth. I love Rebirth a lot. I try to get people to watch it all the time. But Jason Griffith in the cast, that's really fun. That would be a fun thing to do that, like... Because, like, I've gotten, like... People are telling me to go to Sonic Cons now. They're like, I've heard the words, you're a fairly well-known content creator, which is a weird sentence to hear. But, like, I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if I bring a Gamera figure and that's what I have him autograph?
Oh my god.
For those who don't know, Jason Griffith is the Sonic voice actor who enunciates all of his syllables.
He gets better.
Eggman again.
He gets better as time
Sonic
goes on.
Rush.
Like he really does get a whole lot better as time goes on. Like when you listen to him in Sonic X, it's like, ugh. But, like,
Well, okay, Sonic X, he's doing a Ryan Drummond impression, really.
Yeah, but he's still enunciating a whole lot. It's very ugh. And it seems like they got rid of him right when I'm like, this is a really good voice at this point. And then they got rid of him.
And was replaced by
like,
midlife crisis. 30-year-old trying to sound cool.
I don't hate Craig Smith's voice. I know we have different opinions on that. I think it's fine.
I just can't stand it. He does not sound like Sonic.
And I mean, and some people don't think Sonic sounded like Sonic since Jaleel White stopped being him too. So it's like, that's the whole thing. It's like everyone has their different perceptions.
Gotta speed, Kane!
Jam.
The only thing
doesn't sound right without. I will say, Let's Juice and Jam does not sound right
in like a normal person
without
voice.
Jaleel White. Yeah. I do wonder what Sonic would be like if Jaleel White were to voice him today.
It's very funny that Sonic Unleashed was not. I mean, Sonic Underground. The Sonic and the letter U messed up my brain. Sonic Underground was still like coming out when Sonic Adventure came out. So like there were
that fucks me up.
Two distinct like visions of what Sonic was happening. So I'll also make this confession. I couldn't finish Sonic Prime. I think I've said this on my stream at some point.
Yeah, I was waiting to make the joke for like the one person in chat who actually watched Sonic Prime.
Like,
Chaos Sonic is modeled after Jaleel White's delivery.
The whole thing, my whole feelings about it is, it's not that I like even think it's bad. It's just like I watch it and I'm like, this isn't for me. Like, that's it. It's like, that's like. And I do think there are like problems I could criticize, but I also see other people like it, and I don't think other people are wrong for liking it. I just wish it did more with the premise.
Yeah.
But the best part of that show is the voice cast. I love that voice cast. It's full of like, they're all super talented.
I will admit, I do like. It's still not my top pick, but I do like the Sonic voice in that show.
I follow him on Twitter. He's cool. He streams sometimes too.
No. Come on.
That's cool.
No. Oh, okay. Oh, qualified. Ooh. Oh.
Qualified.
Ryan Drummond is also my favorite Sonic boy, but that's also
That's him. That is Sonic.
He's my first, so I'm like, I'm clearly biased. It's like, I don't think that's the only.
My first was Jaleel White. Actually,
which one voiced Sonic in X?
That's
Jason Griffith.
That's okay. Yeah.
Which I like Jason Griffith. If he just stopped enunciating his syllables.
Again, that's like certain for like the times. Like I think it was like very much when he was like early starting out. It's very that, and it's like even though like David Humphrey is like the Shadow voice I like that it's understated. I think him having like a transatlantic accent is funny too, because it's like God, his ass is old. Like I think stuff like that's funny and like it works very well. It's like I also have to be like, well, Jason Griffith is the definitive Shadow voice, whether like no matter what my feelings are on it. Like it's like, oh, that's Shadow. That's just what he is.
Remember when we were speculating that Hayden Christensen might be the voice of Shadow in the movie?
I kind of came to terms with it too. Like it could work.
Like there were plenty of things where it's like, oh, that would work really well, and it was like, and it was like, Keanu doesn't like. It feels like it would be a stunt cast where they just, they cast out the name, like, most of what the Street Fighter movie is, where it's a lot of just like names that you like know,
and basically also the Minecraft movie.
Like it feels like it could be that, but like, oh no, he like
locked in for this. A Minecraft movie. Why did they call it that? Why didn't they just adapt The Island?
And but like both, it's funny because both Knuckles and Shadow's voice, Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves, could very easily be stunt castings where it's like
Sonic literally just won that last round. Literally, actually, Sonic.
Okay, so I know I said we could go for like 20 more minutes, but I'm really getting burned out. So you just want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right, last round. Whew. Oh boy,
Sonic.
I'm gonna be dreaming of this game when I go to sleep. Because I was grinding it all day to get Godzilla.
God, Billy.
Godzilla.
By the way, Squid, I'm not sure if I've ever asked your thoughts. Well, I'm pretty sure I have, but I don't remember them. Your thoughts on my take on the Warpnik.
Oh, I like that a whole lot. I like that. So for anyone who doesn't follow April on Blue Sky, April,
or Tumblr or anywhere else.
Yeah, I mainly saw it on Blue Sky, which is just, I don't use
it
a whole lot outside of when you send a link to something or I'm just cross-posting my YouTube video. You were like, I think it was like shortly after I did a video about Warpnik, which is like Eggman's cousin. I forgot.
The Ray Fish,
cousin,
yeah.
Cookie cousin.
Yeah.
who is a one-off villain in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, and he's like weird and multi-dimensional and stuff. And you did like kind of a very unsettling take on him, and I'm like, I do vibe with this, like, because it's like I like stuff like that, taking like those like original.
You gotta
concepts.
send that to me because I'm not familiar with your take. I'd like to see it.
Okay, yeah, I'll post it for sure.
I was rude of you, you fish fondling
fruitcake.
Yo, I said it on stream before. Long John Baldry is robot.
The goat, yeah.
The definitive Eggman voice.
It's
too bad he's gone.
It's funny. He's definitely who I read like the Fleetway dialogue in, which is very funny.
It's easy because that's the design they use.
Well, also it's like because if you've heard Baldry in like more serious roles, it's like, oh, this is.
I've heard Baldry singing.
Yeah, but like he's been in like serious stuff too.
Fucker has pipes.
Yeah, but like.
By the way, y'all do know that Elton John named himself after Long John Baldry, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the John in Elton John.
They like knew each other. I knew that bit.
Yeah, they were bandmates
Yeah.
in their first band together.
Who is this?
See,
Is
Ultra Beast is here.
This is very tangentially related. Who is the musician who's in a lot of different media, and like you would think he's Elton John, but he's not. He's in an episode of Dexter's Lab where he's just himself. He's also
Paul Williams. Paul Williams.
Paul Williams. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, he's the one who did, Rainbow Connection. He wrote that.
Yeah.
You know, going back to
Muppet
Long John
movie.
Baldry and his dramatic roles, I recorded the whole "You're well aware organization cannot" that line. I shared that in the Sonic group, Sonic Discord server, and said this is my ideal Eggman voice. And somebody said, "Oh, it's like Long John's voice with Dean Bristol's delivery." Who is that?
It's just Long John Baldry.
That's just Long John
I said
Baldry.
it's Long John Baldry. He's the definitive Eggman to me.
Sorry, what was that a line from?
MacGyver, I think.
Yeah, it was like MacGyver. He was like one of the like shadowy organization in MacGyver.
Oh, he's man number 2 in the episode Strictly Business. I'm seeing on Wikipedia here.
If you listen to that, you can
Also,
hear
MacGyver.
it's his robotic voice, but actually being scary.
That genuinely fucks me up knowing he was in MacGyver, because that stars Richard Dean Anderson, who I know very well
Personally?
as Colonel Jacko.
Okay.
Well, no.
Okay,
No.
I was confused for a minute.
I wish! But I know him very well through his work as Colonel Jack O'Neill in Stargate SG-1. Which he is great in. Dare I say he made the character his own more than Kurt Russell. Like, he took the character from Kurt Russell and made it his own. Genuinely.
Yeah, April, when this is over, send me your take on Wartnick.
Oh.
And maybe I could share some of my Sonic takes with you, because
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
want to
totally.
use the dirty F word, but I have a lot of fan interpretations.
There's
of
nothing
Sonic
wrong with
lore.
fan fiction. There's nothing wrong with
What
fan
is
fiction.
good
We
with
be normal.
With Sonic, yes, there's something
No,
wrong.
it isn't. It literally Ian Flynn's like,
Have
you should
read-
all...
You have not read the fan fictions I read.
I literally keep up on a bunch of fan fictions that I do like. And I'm like, because they are good. Like, I'm like, it's just a different form of writing.
Okay. I don't... Were you finished with your thoughts on the Warpnik thing?
Yeah, I
before?
was just saying that, like, if you're interested, I'd share with you, like, a lot of my ideas. Like,
Well, okay, of
Again.
course, yes, I will. But Squid, were you finished on those thoughts, or...
I didn't have like the specifics ready, but I was like, yeah, I really like it. It's like I like that he's creepy. I like doing horror stuff with Sonic, and that fits like what I kind of like.
Hell yeah. So, like, the general gist of what, like, I have going for Warpnik, which I gave the first name Isaac, because, you know, Ivo, Robotnik,
And
Isaac, Warpnik, it works. I-Z-A-K. For that matter. It just... The idea is like he is to like you know how Robotnik is like the genius when it comes to robots or whatever, robots and technology and
Yeah.
all that. Warpnik is to physics and realities in that regard.
Mandamar, wait, hold on. So Mandamar did ask, have you guys finished your Christmas shopping? I almost got killed by 2 cars today.
Oh my god!
trying to
Stay
complete my
safe.
Christmas shopping. Yeah, hi, Goji guy.
Somebody says, I default to Dean Bristow, but that one voice clip Darth mentioned... Hang on, ad. Darth
Long John
mentioned-
Baldry also shoots Eggman perfectly.
Yep. Alright, if we're gonna talk about him, we gotta say it.
What?
Snooping as usual, I see.
It's such a baffling line delivery.
Nothing as usual, I see.
There has
That's the
like
reason why his Robotnik is funny. Like, okay, the line, I'm gonna tunnel to the main Mobius reservoir, steal all its water, and turn that town into Lake Robotnik. That's not funny. But when you say it like, I'm going to tunnel to the main Mobius reservoir, steal all its water, and turn that town into Lake Robotnik.
Before we move forward, I do want to say this is Ghidorah's clapping animation.
I want you two to help Breezy eliminate Sonic.
Oh, he's clapping his pecs.
Oh my god,
He is.
really?
Oh my
He's
god.
David Hasselhoff.
That's really funny.
The control.
But it's such a baffling, because, like, I can't even say he knew what he was doing, because why would you assume Ping As would ever be heard?
Wait, who was he in? Wait, who was he? Who is he in Reboot? Because I've been trying to give myself an excuse
Oh,
to
he was
watch
that
Reboot.
robot pirate guy.
Captain Capacitor. Ooh, maybe that'll be a good excuse to finally watch Reboot and have another thing to talk about with one of my friends.
Reboot.
Look at Destroyer.
I've called you all together because you're the worst assortment of low-life mercenaries I ever made. You're mean. You're malicious. You're my kind of rotten.
Now, what does this mean? What do you mean he can't use a race car? What does this mean? What could this possibly mean?
And that's why Sonic Drift sucks.
Oh my god. Okay, I think, we basically made it to the end of the hour. So I think we'll call it here. I'm gonna end up dropping $90 on this game at some point, so... And then I don't know if we'll be back for another stream. If I do that, I hope we do, so we can show off, Kiryu and Destroya. But, like, yeah. Alright, but we'll call it now. Thank you all for dropping by. I do appreciate
Also,
everyone
fun fact.
who drops by.
Never mind.
But, that's everything. Bada boom.